Welcome back to Connect and Transform. This project is actually going to be finished the same day that it was started. At the very far right-hand side of the screen where you see a lot of green, that is the current version of the file. What you see in the center of the screen is the file where we left it off in the most recent video earlier today. And to the left, we see a demo. So to start with, I've changed the main SVG canvas. It used to be 540 by 540. Now it defaults to 1200 by 540. But if you don't provide any labels, so if you don't provide any of this stuff that's going to show up to the right of the main circle, then it will rewrite the canvas to be 540 by 540. So I've added a few things to the graph data. I've added units. I've added a declaration for the sizing of this overlay circle here. And I've added a dark mode. Let me change dark mode to false real quick. For now, the dark mode only applies to the graphical portion. It's not the entire SVG. Obviously, the text to the right of the graph is dark text on a light background, no matter what the setting is. But here on the graphical side of things, the overlay circle is a light color with dark text. And if I change dark mode back to true, then it's inverted. And if I change the info box size from 80, let's say, to 97, then our info box size is considerably larger, and the area to hover over in the graphical part of the screen is much less. And I could also make it like 60. And so that overlay is now a lot smaller, almost to the point where the information isn't contained within it. But that pretty much sums up the differences to the data. A lot of this was copied and pasted from the last project, the other graphing file, and then was modified. Yeah, a lot of that was copied. A lot of this was copied and modified. Init data was basically just a clone of what the other one was doing, the other project. This, I think, was a literal copy-paste. Okay, I added a couple of attributes here when I'm creating a pie slice. So you can see the custom attributes: data index, data percentage, data value, and data total. And that is what provides the needed information to be able to hover over both the graphical portion and the series labels, and what provides enough information to be able to show data inside this circle overlay. I've modified the placement of a lot of this code. So I moved a lot of this code into separate functions. Added some additional containers. So the hierarchy of elements has changed a little bit. I renamed this element variable to be a name that makes more sense. And then we have the function to init series labels, which was largely copy, paste, modify from the other project. It was able to be simplified quite a bit from the other project. And then we have functions for when you mouse over and when you mouse out. So mouse over, a good portion of all this stuff, that's the details that position and size all the text inside this overlay circle. And then, yeah, this is the mouse out function. So that basically tells it to zoom, to scale back down to a scale of 1 from 1.08, I believe it is. And so it's just changing some opacity and some scaling. And then format total value. This was a copy paste from the other project. I believe it was called format axis value in that project. And then format data value was a literal copy paste from the other project. So that is pretty much it. It's just a lot of copy paste modify. So I may recombine these two projects into a single file in the future. But for now, it's two files. And this file does contain the code that allows it to be embedded and have the graph data in the embedding parent document, but I haven't done that for the purpose of demonstration today. And I can change this from a ring chart to a pie chart, like that. Although, I'll be honest, I didn't think about mouse over. Or maybe, oh yeah, you can see all the errors here. So it's trying to read something that isn't there. So I need to go fix that, but that'll be a really quick fix. You can clearly see that pi is functional, at least visual, and then ring. Yeah. So I need to fix the mouse over and mouse out for the pi variety, but I'm not going to make a video on that because that'll be fairly trivial. I moved a few constants out of the function they were in to be global constants just to avoid copying and pasting them. So yeah, that pretty much summarizes the projects, pie charts and ring charts for the most part, 99% completed. Thank you for watching.